Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining my co host Mary and I for another Spiritual Learning Thursday. Every Thursday, we go over a different topic. After we play the video on the topic, we'll take any questions that anyone has and we'll try to answer them the best that we can. If you have any ideas on what you would like to learn about in the next upcoming videos, please leave a comment. We will be with you shortly. If you would be so kind as to take this time to give a like and share out the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Sit back, enjoy the show. Thank you so much again for coming. Hi, everyone. Okay. Hi to Terry, Diane, Flames Girl. I hope you guys are doing well.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. You're on mute, darling.
All right. Hi, Holy Cowgirl Terry. Hi, Flame Girl. Who else? Hi, Diane. I'm here. I don't know how long I'll be here, but I'm here.
Hi, Cassie Love. Welcome in.
Terry, I know that feeling.
I'm sorry, Terry. We'll be praying for you.
Hi, Cassie. I'm here, you guys. I mean,
Mary's working it.
trying.
Hey, Krista. Much love to you. I was looking for you yesterday. You popped in and then you ran out. I didn't see you. And I was like, I hope she's okay. And then I'm like,
Hi,
maybe she
NH
fell
Girl.
asleep.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Cassie, did you know I've been in the hospital? You didn't know? I'll tell you. I'll tell you in Messenger about it. It was horrific. Well, is everybody gonna talk?
Yes. I was sharing out a little, then I'm just waiting. I know. What are we going to talk about for a few minutes till we let everybody get in? Today is actually Evie's suggestion. Okay. Evie wanted to know about Guardians of the Cemetery. So that's what we're doing today. Um, Same here. It's my boyfriend's birthday today, and we just got home from work, so we're going to celebrate. Oh, great, Krista. Well, happy birthday, boyfriend. From all of us,
Happy birthday to the
family.
boyfriend. Terry, I am an 8. I mean, been a little rough today, but I did a little bit more today than I've been doing. But I had to do it. So
Oh, happy belated 60th,
happy
Terry.
60th. I turned 60 last December.
I'm
Hi,
hoping that when
Diane.
you
Thanks,
turn 60.
Diane. It's all right, NH.
Oh, I passed out while it was charging. No problem, sweetie girl. I was just like, I hope she's okay. Yeah, yesterday we had a fun one. We did some different stuff. It was interesting. So yeah, I tried different things um to do.
I hope you feel better too, Terry. I know what it is to be in a lot of pain. Trust me on that one. Okay, well, something to talk about. I gotta
Ah,
ask y'all, all of you, is any of you guys had a really bad nosebleed before? Like bad, bad. It was the most horrific thing I've ever went through in my life. It
I
was, man.
had
Oh, that's cool, Terry. That's love there now.
lovely. Um I had one really bad where they were going to um bring me to the hospital for the nosebleed, but it stopped. It wasn't clotting when they called it, and I was young. And they called the doctor, and that's what they had said to me too. Like, oh, they said to my mother, she probably broke a blood vessel or damaged a blood vessel or something. And then I went to, um, she brought me just to the pediatrician, and you know, I don't know, he cleaned it out. He said it was fine. So I said, okay, that's another thing. I have had bad sinus issues. So I'm thinking that they were thinking that maybe it had to do with that, like the sinus issues.
Well, I kind of thought maybe that, because I have issues, but part of mine is the COPD, but I have allergies, stuff like that. But to bleed as much as I did, to have 4 bags of blood, I just can't stand it being a little blood vessel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, how could a little blood vessel be like opening a faucet?
yeah.
I mean, where it's coming out every orifices of your head. You know, I'm surprised it wasn't coming out my eye. It
Ah,
looks like it was going to though. They even the nurse is like, I think it might be going to come out your eye, your corner of your eye. And I said, I just kind of looked up at her, like I could at that point I couldn't say anything. And but it was coming out my ear, my mouth, my nose. It was coming out. It was crazy. I mean, I've been through a lot of crap. Let me tell you. And I thought the aneurysm scared me to death. I really did because the doctor told me he didn't think I was even going to make it to the hospital, much less have the surgery done. He didn't think I'd make it through surgery. Well, there was two doctors that didn't think I'd make it through that. But they shipped me off to 4 hours away to have that done. And but anyway, that scared me. But this literally, I thought I was a goner. I really thought for sure I'd be talking to y'all in a spirit box
yeah.
come a
Well,
week,
when you
come a
said
week
that
after.
to me, I said no, no, have them do a scan of your brain because I thought it might have been a. That's how my
Well,
father's mother died. She had a brain tumor, but she was older. She was in her 70s.
Okay, well, I'm
And
60, but still.
they, at that time, in the 80s, in the early 80s, I don't know. They didn't check for these things, I guess. I don't freaking know what kind of doctor she had. But anyway, they said she has, because she kept forgetting things. So they said, no, she's getting, early onset of dementia or whatever. She's getting dementia. And it would get worse and worse. And then, I was over there with my mother one day and she started bleeding through her nose, through her ears. And my mother's like, no, we're taking her to the hospital. So she had, you know, my father come and take me home. She went with my grandmother to the hospital.
Right.
And, you know, well, I think she left me downstairs with the lady until somebody came to get me. I don't freaking know. So the downstairs lady, I don't know. I was young, 12 about. And so, they took her to the hospital and they said, oh no, after they did the scans and everything, because they couldn't understand bleeding, they said, oh no, she has a brain tumor. But by then, because they misdiagnosed her, it was too late to do anything to operate and she died.
Well, can you believe what I can't believe is I go in there with this severe of a nosebleed, right? That the paramedics was, I mean, they flew me, and it's only like I'd say 6 blocks to the hospital. And I was there in a matter of no time. That's how quick they.
Yeah. And what happened? Oh, we lost your sound. We don't hear you. Give her a second, guys. She's on her phone. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So what kills me is that I get there, right, and the paramedics get me there in no time, right? I mean, I only live like 6 blocks from the hospital. Get there, and they get it stopped. They're never going to send me home. And then a blood clot comes out, a new one. And the nurse was like, I don't think they need to send you home to start with. And then she says, now I really don't. So she goes and tells the doctor, and the doctor says, no, we better keep her, be on the safe side. We'll keep her for 24 hours. So 24 hours ended up being 5 days, 4 or 5, yeah, 5 days. And four bags of blood after that. I mean,
Yeah.
before, in between that. So, but in between all that time, do you think for 1 minute that they run a test to check my head, to check my sinuses, an X-ray or something? They did
Well,
nothing.
well,
No
that's what
test
I was so
whatsoever.
surprised about, and why I told you no. Make
I
them
am
give you a
too.
CT scan or an MRI of your brain. I don't understand how they don't check these things.
I know. I mean,
You
you
have
wouldn't think,
insurance too. Like, it's different if you don't have insurance. I could understand they don't want to, like, fuck that shit. I'm not running an MRI, but
right?
have insurance, so they should run it and take the insurance
I
for
got
everything they
complete
got.
insurance. It wouldn't cost, it wouldn't come out of their pocket. I mean, it would have, my insurance would have covered all of it.
Right.
Anyway, what kills me is that, he comes in and says, well, it could be a tumor. He says, but that's rare, so I don't think it's that. I think it was just a blood vessel. Blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, I could be that rare, that which I'm known to be.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, I'm the oddball, and I have been on a lot of things. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, but you're not sure, so why don't you check to be for sure while I'm here? But no, nothing. He says, well, when you get out of the hospital and stuff, and you still feel like that you think it needs to be checked, you can come to this is all money grab. you can come to the office and we'll set it up for you to go have tests done. I'm thinking, I'm already here at this dang hospital. Gonna be
Yeah.
here because I'm having to get blood every day. Because it go up to like 7 point. One of them went up to 7.4, so they waited. Next morning it was back down to 6.2, and then next day it was back up to 7.8, and then it went back down to 6 point something. And anything under 7, they want to give you blood. And normal for it is 11, right? So I'm running half of what I should be, what it should be to start with. So no wonder I'm tired all the time and I'm cold and everybody else is hot. I'm freezing.
Right.
But
Well,
it's just
now
crazy.
you have a regular doctor. I would really try to tell the doctor,
Speaking
hey,
of her, if she don't straighten up, she's getting canned too.
well, you got to tell her, hey, you're gonna write the scripts, and I'm gonna go get an MRI and a CT
Well, they're
scan
doing
of
blood work
my
in the
head.
morning, but they're doing blood work in the morning. They're going to check my hemoglobin again
Yeah, the
and a
blood
few
work.
other
But
things.
the blood work's gonna tell you what either your blood is levels high or low again. It's not
Right,
gonna tell you the problem. So
right.
you tell her, write me a fucking script. Excuse my language,
Well,
guys.
I'm gonna talk to her about that and see. She'll probably tell me I have to go to the ENT to have it done. Bullshit. No, I don't. She can do it.
Well, she don't have
But
to do it. As long as she writes you a script, you could go anywhere.
well, I just had an X-ray of my sinuses. Um,
Yeah,
like
that's X-ray.
three
The X-ray
three or four
you
months
need a
ago, and I told him
CT scan.
about it. He says, "Oh, he said I might look at it." I'm thinking, might I'd be looking at it.
Yeah.
It
Oh
doesn't say
yeah, and
he didn't
but I
even
think you need it
bother.
of the brain.
He didn't even bother to look at it. I mean,
Mm-mm,
it could be on there because it's not what they were looking for. They ignored
right.
it. You know what I mean? Because they
Yeah.
told me, the X-ray people told me, said they only check, that a radiologist will only give them the report on what they've asked for,
Right.
nothing else. So in other words, if I had a tumor in there, they may not even report it back to them, and they can just say, her sinuses are clear. And
Well,
like,
yeah, but they have those pictures. Can you ask them
right,
now?
if they look at them, he didn't look at them. I told him I had them done like 3 months ago. That they did pictures of my sinuses then,
Yeah.
and an X-ray anyway. Not That's all they did was an X-ray. But still, I mean, you know, even the X-ray guy was sitting there looking at it, and he kind of turned his head sideways. I said, "What are you seeing?" And I looked at him, and he saw I'm not seeing anything. He saw something. He just wouldn't tell me. He just wasn't allowed to tell me
Right.
because he turned it like three different directions, looking at it, turning his head and turning it, and so I know that he was seeing something. But it could have been nothing. It could have just been,
Yeah, it could have
so
been
I ignored
something
it.
little.
I let it go, and she said, "Well, your sinuses are clear." She said it come back. The reading on it come back sinuses clear, but that's all it said.
Right.
So who the hell knows, man? I can't believe they didn't. I really can't believe they didn't check me better than
No,
that.
that's insane. Who keeps somebody in the hospital 5 days and doesn't do any tests?
Did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And check this out. I got cellulitis on top of that, right? And because of cellulitis, it's opened a couple spots. Do you think they would call in a wound care person to come in there and look at it? Or do you think that they would change the dressings like they're supposed to? Nope. Crazy.
Yeah,
I
Kelly,
want their
right?
crazy ordeal. But anyway, this is what I've had to deal with, y'all. That's my past week. So when I say it was like turning on a faucet on the blood flow, that's exactly what it was. I couldn't even speak for it. I couldn't swallow. Couldn't do nothing. I was literally choking to death.
Hmm.
So, and they had to put a rocket up there to stop it. And believe me, them are painful as hell. And my whole head hurt for days. It finally eased up, I think, after the second day, I think it was, and
Well,
my
yeah,
head,
you got
my
used to
head
the
stopped
pain.
hurting. But it was crazy, crazy ordeal. All right, let's get back to what we're here for.
Yes, what we're
Y'all,
here for.
y'all, sorry, but I just had to let it out what I went through
That's right.
because I knew Christina knew, but I wanted to ask anybody else if they'd ever went through anything like that. It was the craziest. I have never in my life ever experienced that.
Yeah,
I've never had a nosebleed. Come to think of it, ever. Maybe as a kid that I don't remember, but haven't had one since.
yeah. Like I
So,
said, I used to get a few from because of my sinuses, but only that one time it was bad. I remember, but when I went, they were like, "No, it's okay." I don't know what the doctor checked. I don't know, but because I was young, I guess the first thing would be not,
yeah,
you know, a tumor. Um, they figured maybe I hit it, and I, my mom, I fell or something, and I was like, nope. But but yeah, and my nose wasn't broken or anything, so they were like, no. But yeah, that was the only time. Then after that, it was just like sinus one, um,
you
from
know,
dry, like NH girl said, like when it's really dry, I'll get a nosebleed, but not like you fill up the tissue a little and then it stops. Like, okay,
right. Well, I the only thing I can say is that yeah, I'm home, but I don't have the strength that I had before at all. I mean, it's diminished a lot, um, just in a week's time, and a lot of it has to do with the blood loss and not having enough blood to circulate the oxygen enough, or to even pump my blood fast enough to even give me energy. So I'm went on iron pills and to try and build myself up, and just still on an antibiotic for probably the rest of my life. And other than that, I don't know. I've got fatigue really, 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 really bad. So if I zone out or I quit talking or if I drop out of a chat, y'all, or if I don't answer your question sometime in the near future or whatever, please don't get mad at me because there's a reason behind it. I would never ignore anybody or not answer back for some reason if I could at that time. So just so you know. All right, you ready to start this?
yes,
I'm sure they're ready. They're probably ready, tired of hearing about my life's events. All right, here we go.
I think I have to add it, right? Okay, great.
I got to get it up here first. Hang on. That didn't even sound right, does it? It's not a slide, is it? It's a. Why is
Oh,
it not coming?
video, add
Oh,
videos.
here we go.
Yeah.
Video file. All right, here we go, people.
Hello, and welcome to another spiritual learning video. Today we're going to go over the guardians of the cemetery and the other spirits that lurk there. The guardians of the cemetery are appointed by the higher ups as soon as the first body is buried in the cemetery. These guardians don't only look over cemeteries, but also graveyards and family burial plots that are on private property. Every 300 years or so, the guardian has to go recharge and rest. Another guardian takes over. Some cemeteries have multiple guardians. Why do the burial grounds need guardians to protect them? Well, from all the spooky stuff in the cemetery. Before we go over what spooky stuff in the cemetery the guardians are protecting against, let's go over the keepers of the cemetery. The guardians of the cemetery can cross over people when they first pass and help them to the light. The keepers of the cemeteries have more than 500 sometimes cemeteries that they visit to cross over people. Some people don't want to cross over with the keepers, and in this case, if you don't want to cross with the keeper, or you missed your time to cross with the guardian, then the guardian has to look for a human gatekeeper who has the power to cross over spirits. This is usually a medium or a spirit medium. These are people who use their intuitive abilities to see past, present, and future events of a person by tuning into the spirit energy surrounding that person. Mediumship is making a connection and delivering messages from people who are no longer on this plane of existence to the ones that are. These guardians have a lot of work to do. Not only do they have to cross over people or find someone to cross them over, but they have to watch the cemetery from all the things that go bump in the night. The guardians will protect against cryptids that may wander into the cemetery, like wendigos or dark wraiths. Wendigos are fearsome beasts that are said to eat humans, or as a spirit that possesses humans and turns them into cannibals. These cryptids are said to be Algonquian native folklore. However, for all the living that have encountered the beast, the spirits, and the guardians, these creatures are very real. Wraiths are said to be creatures that are created when something goes wrong in spellcasting. This is most often the result of witch or wizards who tried unsuccessfully to extend the years of their lifespan or try to manipulate time in some other form. Wraiths are soulless creatures. They are a type of ghost, but they can also be considered a type of demon. There are thought to be several kinds of wraiths. Wraiths are creatures that seek to steal the soul of others. Guardians also protect the good spirits from all the bad human spirits. You know how many bad people are on the earth living? Imagine how many are dead. You also have the in-betweens, which are half human and half something else. In folklore, these in-betweens, or hybrid beasts, are creatures composed of different parts of animals, including human, appearing in folklore and a variety of cultures as legendary creatures. Then you have your everyday run-of-the-mill bad spirits. These bully spirits, if you submit to them, then they will steal your spirit's energy. But probably the worst human spirit of all are the twisted humans. Twisted humans are human spirits that have been on Earth way too long without crossing over. They have lost all their humanity, but they still have their freedom of choice. Sorry, and I'm talking on mute. We lost Mary! She should be coming back any second now. Yeah, this is the problem with phones. Thank you, Kelly. I didn't realize I muted myself so you wouldn't hear all the background noise from the background, right? She kicked herself out or, lost internet signal. And we're just getting to the good part, too. Here we go. Hi.
Can you hear me?
Welcome back.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, I don't know what happened. Let's pick it back up.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. I wouldn't even touch nothing. I had it just laying here. Maybe to play where it's left off at. Probably start all over.
I don't know. Let's see.
Go start it over where can I do that? Where was we at? Let's start about right
You will
there.
feel the guardian's wrath.
We seen this
And
yet?
until you make amends by going back to the
No,
cemetery
you're too
and
far
fixing
forward.
or apologizing
Sorry.
anything, are half human and half
That
something
work?
else. In
Right here.
folklore,
Okay.
these in-betweens or hybrid beasts are creatures composed of different parts of animals, including human, appearing in folklore and a variety of cultures as legendary creatures. Then you have your everyday run-of-the-mill bad spirits. These bully spirits, if you submit to them, then they will steal your spirit's energy. But probably the worst human spirit of all are the twisted humans. Twisted humans are human spirits that have been on Earth way too long without crossing over. They have lost all their humanity, but they still have their freedom of choice, and because of that, it makes them very dangerous. So the guardians protect the living and the dead from all the scary stuff that happens in the cemetery. But they also protect the cemetery grounds from the living. I would hate to be you if you upset a guardian of the cemetery. What could you do to get on the guardian's bad side? Well, if you're talking badly to the spirits, if you vandalize anything in the cemetery, or if you pee on a grave or near one. These are just some examples, and you will feel the guardian's wrath. And until you make amends by going back to the cemetery and fixing or apologizing for whatever you did, the guardian will continue to haunt you. A common misconception is that all burial grounds are blessed and sacred. They are whenever it's possible, but not all of them. That doesn't mean that you'll find any demons in the cemetery. They rarely ever go there. If you're planning a trip to your local burial ground, let me give you some graveyard etiquette that will keep everyone happy. It's always a good idea to bring the spirits an offering. The most common offerings are coins, but you could bring flowers, herbs, bread, baked goods, apples, even liquor. We like oranges ourselves. Don't take anything from the cemetery without permission. If you need to take something, a good method in asking the spirits is a simple question on the pendulum or the spirit rods. You can also meditate on the answer. If you see headstones that have leaves on them or things that fell on them, clean it up. And whatever you do, don't litter. And if you see litter, pick it up. Play nice with the spirits. Don't be rude. Also, don't sit on headstones. This etiquette that I mentioned comes from Western traditions of post-mortem respect. It's not a hard and fast list, and when visiting a cemetery specific to a certain culture or religion, it's always a good idea to follow their customs and respect the spirit's way. What types of spirits are guardians? Well, could be gargoyles, wolf spirits, elementals, There's all types of different guardians, so be aware on your next visit to the cemetery. If you see a guardian, then maybe share some coffee with him. Thank you so much for joining us on another spiritual learning video. Be sure to check out our playlist, Spiritual Learning, for more content like this. If you're not subscribed,
I can touch it, I swear. You there?
yes, I was on mute. Sorry, that's okay. We got through it pretty much. Yeah, I don't know. Like it was so far behind. The video wasn't anywhere with the words, but it was fine. I was like, it's okay.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, I put it for 7:30, guys. So
Oh,
you'll
maybe I
see
set it
the
on the
video.
wrong. Maybe it's. Oh, is there a way to set the settings for speed? Maybe. I don't know, you guys. This is the first time I ever done this on
Yeah.
my phone, so it's like it's crazy. So I'm sorry.
No, that's
I
okay.
mean,
We tried testing it this morning, just to make sure it would work, but
it
we
is
didn't
what
play
it
the whole
is.
video, so you know. But yeah, but no, it was interesting. Evie asked us if we did something on the Guardian Cemetery, so that's about as much as I could find, because that's about as much as they want to tell you. So that's what we did. You know.
You probably heard my fans going. I don't know if I could mute. If I could have muted my end, I think you wouldn't have been. I don't know. I mean, we could test run it to find out real quick. If I could have muted it and they can tell us whether they can still hear it or not.
Well, that's all right. I think what um
I
by
may have a
next
different setup
week,
come next
you
week.
know,
So,
yeah, we'll have a different setup or, something or other. Or we'll have to test it again in the morning before we go live. Yep, yep. But there's
but
only
did you
four
guys
of you
get the?
here, but thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for
Did,
watching the video with us. Sorry for the problems, guys.
did you guys get the gist of it at least? I mean, I hope.
Yeah, and if there's any questions that I can answer, I will answer them. Um, so ask away if you have any.
Right?
While you got me, I'm surprised. Like I would figure Evie would be here for her video.
Wow, there's only 4 people here. Wow, where's everybody at?
Yeah, I don't know. It's Thursday. Maybe they were all, having a
Somebody
party.
must be live besides us.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. They would have told us. They would tell us. I'm
Hmm,
sure.
possibly.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Fox, the cutest dog in the West. How was everything? I'm glad you came by. Um, yeah, we just played a video. Today is Spiritual Thursday. Wednesdays are come on, stressed. Yeah. Wednesdays are Marley and I have been bonding. Cool. I'm so glad. Wednesdays are our, tarot card readings and stuff. Today's spiritual learning. Today we did a subscriber request to do the Guardians of the Cemetery. So that's the video we played. That video will also, of course, you can watch back the live stream, but the video, we had a little technical difficulties during the video on the live stream, but the video itself will come out at 7:30. Hot outside and smoky. No, when it's so hot, I think what she's talking about, like here, especially when it gets so hot, it gets like this misty, like, and it looks smoky, but it's more misty because of the air is not moving. It's so freaking weird. It happens here too, if that's what you're talking about, Diane. Happens in New York a lot, I guess, because of the, the all the pollution. So it just sits because it can't move because the humidity is like 80%. You know, ugh, it's terrible. But I'm glad you and Marley. I just wanted to tell you I was actually leaving when I got the notification. Oh, well, I'm glad you're having a great day and come back on another, on another Wednesday or Thursday when you have time. Love to see you. Um, yeah.
But you know what? My hang on a minute.
Um, Diane is in Idaho, like the potato. I'm pretty sure. There you go. I knew it. Back in my
Oh, there
rebellious
we go.
years, during the day, I would go to the cemetery, which is now down the street from my house. I would go sit by those house things and puff puff.
Fox, the cutest dog in the West.
I will hopefully be quick and you'll still be here. Maybe, you never know. I've been known to talk for 3 hours straight.
Back in my rebellious years during the day, I would go to the cemetery, which is now down the street from my house. I would go sit by those house things and puff puff. And puff puff, she said.
I hope you share. Yes, I hope you shared some of that puff puff with the guardian of the cemetery.
I'm sure she passed it around the cemetery.
Uh-huh.
You know, I can say I've seen guardians and stuff when I've been at the cemetery. I mean,
All right, Fox.
we all know that I can see stuff that others don't sometimes. And I don't always see, but there's been times I have. I see more than I used to. Um, but if you have to sit on a stone because you're sick or because you're about to pass out or something, they're gonna look past that. Just don't break it. But you're
Oh
sitting
yeah,
there just
I've
be sitting
I've
there because you just decide you want to sit down. Yeah, that's a different story.
oh yeah, no.
They will burn your butt.
Yeah, I've asked them, like I usually ask them, you'll hear me in some of my videos. I'm just gonna lean my camera here because and that's usually when I'm about to give them some orange or something because I need more hands. And I'm like, I want to put some orange down, but I need my other hand.
Well,
And like, I don't ever like hear yelling in my ear, so I'm thinking, okay, it's cool. Otherwise, they'll let me know, and then I'll like put down the, I'll put like my camera, I'll rest it on the top of the stone. But it's my camera. I'm not sitting on the stone. It's my little, and my camera is my phone, guys. So it's my phone on my little tiny tripod, and it really wouldn't bother anybody. But I always ask anyway.
well, you know, that I knew about all this stuff except for there's stuff that I didn't know. I mean, I knew how I was, and I knew that what I could do and what I couldn't do, but there's stuff that I didn't know. Like I didn't know to give offerings and all that until I met Danny. Now I know an extensive amount compared to what I used to know,
Right.
and I've learned a lot in the past 6 years. And um, even though I've been like this since I was 5, it doesn't mean it's not. There's no handbook out there tells you how to. There is and there isn't. Back when I'm 60 years old, so back when I started, you know, you just didn't tell nobody about things, and so it wasn't brought up, and it wasn't verbalized and all that. So within that standpoint,
Hi, Andre. I hope you're feeling better today.
I didn't know all that. So there's been a few times that I've seen guardians and stuff that I haven't given anything, because I didn't know.
Right. Right.
But they
Well,
didn't look. They didn't look down on me for it though.
No, because you didn't have any bad intentions. They would know it right away, and you respected the cemetery and whatever, so they did. Um, but there's, many of times that like I was street like, and I was talking to the spirits, and I was like, crap, it's not a cemetery, but they're here, and I would leave like pennies on the bench or something, in a little flower pattern, and I went back the next week, and it was still there in the flower pattern. I'm like, then the spirits are not letting anybody touch those pennies because they're for them, you know. Yeah, Kelly. But over here in New York, it's good that they lock the cemeteries, but it's bad because, like, sometimes it's too hot during the day, especially in the summer, to go stand in a cemetery with no trees. Where my mother's buried, it is just full sun, okay, all the time. If I would go there now, I would pass out and die. And they'd have to, maybe they'd find my corpse, and maybe they wouldn't, and I just, decompose on top of my mother's grave, and we'd be buried together. I don't know, because that's how damn hot it is in New York, like 100 degrees, um, in full sun during the day. So it would be nice to go. They should have at least like one day where they do some evening hours, because here, 5 o'clock, they lock everything. You can't go. So if you work or something, when are you going to go to the cemetery to see your loved one? So that's all. I understand why they do it, but I think they should just add some hours, like, hey, we'll just pay like a few people to stay around. We'll open the cemetery Friday night from we'll leave it open. We'll leave it open until till dusk, when it starts getting dark, 9 o'clock. Then we'll close it. Like there should be one extended day. That's my only problem
Well,
with
like
it.
here in the
Here,
summertime, they don't close till 10 o'clock,
yeah, no, here everything's 5 o'clock. You don't get to the
and then in
cemetery.
wintertime it's sooner than that, I think. But
Yeah.
I know for a fact the one don't close. The big one that I go to a lot, it don't close till 10 o'clock.
Oh, there you go. I called it the drama cemetery. There was a cemetery in Babylon. I love that cemetery. That cemetery they didn't lock because
Yeah, there is here too, Kelly. I don't know where you live, but I live in
oh,
Indiana, and there is big oak trees in them and maple.
oh, that's lovely. No, they have a few trees, but the spot where my mother's buried, there's nothing. Just one big, humongous open space with the sun beating down on you, and it's horrific.
Yeah, it is. My mom's in the flat area, and with the flat stones, stars my dad's buried there, and my aunts and stuff in that spot. But the ones that's buried in that cemetery, but there's no shade where she's at either. Now there's a little tree down from her, but it's just a little tree. It's not grown much over the years. It's
Yeah,
almost like a tree bush, but it's a tree. But there's
yeah.
trees in the cemetery, but they're scattered around. But the one that I go to all the time, there's loads of trees in this one. It's absolutely beautiful. This cemetery is. And I
Hi,
told them, I
Sherry.
think I was going to be buried in the one my mom is in, but I got to think, I really love this cemetery over here. It's peaceful, and believe it or not, I'm not so fond of the one my mom's in. I just get a vibe there that I don't care for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, hi, Shelly. So I think that I'd really be buried over here. But if I get buried, I may be cremated. I don't know. I'm in my mind yet. I guess I
Mm-hmm.
need to be doing that, huh?
Yeah, I don't have I have life insurance. So with the life insurance, the kids are gonna do, I guess, whatever. I guess I could stipulate it in a will. Um,
Yeah.
I gotta scribble down a will somewhere just in case. Um, but yeah, no. I would like a
Well, it's
cute
like,
little one of those cute little wicker basket coffins for like $500, and I'd like you to shove me in there.
I think
And
it's like 1800 or something here to get cremated. Let me
and
look and see real quick. My friend just sent me where his sister was
why is she
cremated.
sending you that?
Huh?
Why is she sending you that? That's like so morbid.
I asked her
Oh, okay.
what it cost.
I'm like, how random. Somebody's going into the hospital. Oh, just got out
I
of the
asked.
hospital. Here you
I didn't
go.
ask
Here's
her.
the
I asked him. I should say it was his
here,
sister.
uh, here's some cemetery information. Um, yeah, no, I'm sure cremating is like, and in the cemetery where my mom is, um, I could technically get, like, if I got cremated, I could get one of those because I don't want the urn just hanging out everywhere. They have those little clear, like, shelf things, and they have all people in glass, and they have a few of your little trinkets and your urn in there with your name, and people can go see you there.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the urn. He said he didn't know about the urn. He didn't know if it was included or not, but it was $1,558 to cremate her, and this
Mm,
was just last month.
yeah.
So
A lot of money.
yeah,
See, my grandmother already has a plot, so we just had to look for a coffin 'cause she already has a plot. Um, so we saw these cute like wicker basket ones, gorgeous, for like $500 online. And I'm like, damn, do we have room in the garage? And my aunt's like, why? I'm like, we should just while they're, maybe we could get a discount and we could get was if we buy in bulk, And she's like, I don't want a coffin hanging out. I'm like, why? Put it in there as like a coffee table, and then when you're ready to be buried, stick you in it.
I should have bought the one I could have bought by mom's when I had the. It's probably still there though. But at the time, it was only $400 for the plot. Now that doesn't include opening and closing and all that. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
I'm just so
Kelly, that's nice.
cremated.
No, I don't want my kids
Anyway,
throwing my ashes all over. That just weird. I'd rather either they like you can get cremated and they make you a diamond, and then you can wear me in a necklace. That's fine.
right, right. That's what I think I'm gonna have done.
Or plant me. They'll put your ashes with like an oak tree, Kelly, let's say, and they'll plant it in a park with a little memorial, and you can be a tree, which is fine. Okay, I could be a tree. The dogs will pee on me, but I'll be okay. You know, I could be a tree. I'll be a diamond, but I don't want them just give the kids my urn. They'll knock the shit over. They'll put me in the vacuum. I'm not all that. No, no,
You can
no,
have,
no. That
yeah,
would be
you
a
can wear
company I don't
necklaces.
want to
Yeah,
be in.
like you can have these little vials that you can have it in, or there's several different things you can do
Yeah, no, I know.
if you look online.
Yeah, yeah. Just you can make me the diamond, and they can actually cut the diamond in two pieces. Make my son, my
Pictures, you can do
daughter,
pictures, and they put it in the picture. I don't know how they do that, but I don't know.
because they
But
will
I
not.
think I just want. I don't want to be scattered everywhere. A
No.
little bit here, and a little bit there, and everywhere. I think an urn would be good, and a decorative urn or whatever, and they could keep it, or
No.
you
If
know,
you're gonna do
if they're
that,
gonna put me in the
Mary,
ground and put me in the ground with my mom, or
get one of the little boxes, like I said, in the cemetery. Get one of those boxings. I love them. I have them on lots of videos. I love looking because they have it's like a house, or like
yeah,
it's like 2 stories, and you go in there, and it's all clear glass, and in those
the
are all
mausoleum.
the urns with their little stuff, like so you could see what they like. This one has like
They said it
like
costs just as much for that little square box as it would to be buried.
ah,
Now I've heard that. I don't know if it's true.
I don't know. Does anybody know? Let's see. It is a good idea, right?
I know we're talking about morbid
How
stuff
much
today, you
does it
guys, but
cost for one of those
all of
boxes
us have to live with it.
that you put the urns in the cemetery?
Some of us sooner than others, but I'm not saying I'm dying anytime soon. I hope not, but I don't know.
No, I want to be. No, you're not. You're not
Let's see how many lives I got. I've done. I know for a fact in the last 8 years I've done 3 times or 4. I've done bypass dying so far. Last one this past week, so we'll see.
a niche in an outdoor room costs you $300 to put the urn. Smaller spaces for the urns, like a burial plot, like you actually want it buried,
Right.
cost $350 to $500. Depending on public, private cemeteries will be more or different. But it's more expensive in a private cemetery than, of course, than in a regular cemetery. So, yeah, but if they keep you in one of those outdoor, spots, like $300, that's pretty good. That's cheaper than a plot, definitely. I think so.
Right, right, Shelly.
The
Shelly, if I
worst.
got you on, I don't want to have to go through those spill, but I was in the hospital last week. I just got
Oh,
out.
that's terrible, Kelly. Oh my gosh. Where that would happen, like where somebody has to come clean out a house of an old lady that died, and she has all these, people's, and if they don't mark them, it'd be like, oh, it's a pretty vase. I'm sending it to the thrift store. Let's see how much we can get for this. You know, I've actually seen a few in the thrift store, and I'm like, these people are. And I'm thinking to myself, there wasn't ashes in it, but you knew it was a burial urn. And I was like, so what they do with the ashes? And then I'm like, maybe they scattered the ashes when they got a chance, and then they're like, well, let's give this to someone who needs it. They could put their parent in it or whatever.
Oh well, NH girl. That's cool.
My wifey got cremated. The kids and myself each have
Sorry for your loss.
ashes. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Oh yeah, Shelly, thank you.
Thank you, Shelly.
Um,
Yeah, I need them.
yeah, so I have to look at the cemetery, and I could, well, when I walk up there one time, but
I don't know if Boomer knows, but yeah.
I didn't give him the update that you were out of the cemetery. Out of the cemetery. I'm sorry, Mary. Out of the hospital, but I'm sure.
Well, they don't put me in the cemetery yet.
But I figured that you would have texted him got home, so I didn't overstep. Oh my gosh, my ears are going. My ears are going. I don't think I have a pendulum up here, sweetheart. I don't know. Somebody just came from somebody's house.
I think Christina's been telling him.
Yeah, you know. No, yeah.
He asked for
I was
something.
keeping him updated while she was in the hospital, but I didn't, tell him that she was out yet because I figured when she got out, she would text. Like, that. So he might think she's still in the hospital. I don't know.
If you got my Facebook, Shelly, you can go on there. I made a post about it
Oh, well,
in
maybe you
detail.
saw the Facebook post, so that's okay. Whose house did you come to?
You know
Oh,
how he is. He don't tell anybody else's business. I'm surprised he didn't say, I need prayers or something like that. But you know how he is. I love Boomer to death just like he is.
sorry. Just talking to the person who was talking in my ear. um, so
Yep. I know him pretty well, Shelly. I know I've missed his.
I sent up. Oh, cemetery near me. Check it out. Okay, let's see.
I know I missed his lives a lot lately, but like I said, I haven't been feeling well, and could have found out why. Maybe part of it.
How do I do that? I gotta put it forward. Oh, no, maybe copy. I copy it. Come on, I'm gonna go to Google. Damn. I put the whole thing in there. Let me know what you think and everything. Well, it gave me the cemetery. Here we go. Um, Mary's eating chips. I know she's so fat. Okay, let's look at the photo. No, I don't. I don't want to travel there because I'm far away from there. Giving me a map with directions. I can't. Hmm? Did it say it would take me 24 days to walk? What the hell? I'm not walking there. They're crazy. Okay, photos. Here we go. Ooh. Well, it's a beautiful cemetery, though. Oh, look at the old black and white landscapes, too. Huh. Sure. It's an old cemetery. Yeah, 1840. That's what I was. I could see why this would be daunting because the like it's high. This must be a high place, like high elevation place, which messes with people. And then the way it's set up to look like crop circles and the thing and the pyramids, it's like an alien cemetery. I don't know. You're right. It's creepy. That is yours, right? Well, this is photos of their. Lots of turkeys hang out there. There you go. Oh, this one's in Scotland. Wait, why are you? I asked you for that one. You're annoying me. Okay. Valley Cemetery. See, this Valley Cemetery, I don't know why they put this picture in Google with it. I guess because nobody put exactly, where it was. But this one's in Scotland, the one that I was talking about. I must send you this picture. I can't show you guys, but maybe. This is the alien cemetery. Look at this shit. It's like in a crop circle. It has, do you see the over there, like a pyramid? It's like high elevation. Oh no. That's some crazy cemetery. I would not want to be buried there. Mm-mm. They're really nice, kind of different in countries, yeah. Like a mini golf course. Yeah, it was freaking weird. Okay, I don't know why they kept giving me that picture. I was trying to look for the one here. And it says, in Manchester. Yes. See, like when you go on Google and you put like, okay, show me the photos, it should have the photos people took of that cemetery. So why that one is in there of Scotland, I have no idea. But anyway. Oh, but it is nice. Oh, look at the, like you could be buried in the White House. This is the cemetery near Krista. You could be buried in the White House. Uh-uh. Oh, yeah, this one gave you a little video. Oh, Drew was live. That's what happened. I don't know what this person is taking video of. Oh, look at the doggy. Oh, the doggy is watching the other doggy run in the cemetery. Cute. Anywho, look how nice it looks in the fall, though, Krista. Come on. That's a nice cemetery. It's a nice one. Like a mini golf course. Yeah, that one in Scotland was crazy. Uh-uh. I'm so happy it's nice outside. I can't wait to eat. I did before the stream make pasta, carrot, and potato salad. It was so hot in the house when I was making it, right? And so then I was like, it's okay. I'm like, it's okay. Right after I make it, I'm gonna boil some eggs. Put eggs in there too, hard boiled eggs. It got so hot after I like dumped the pasta water, and I was like, no, I'm not putting on that stove again. It's not happening. So I have no eggs for my salad, but that's okay. We have macaroni, potato, and carrot salad. Some of them are gorgeous, like the ones in where there's gorgeous cemeteries every time I see them. What's that really haunted place, Mary? Everybody wants to go to New Orleans. In New Orleans, look at the cemeteries in New Orleans. Holy cow, they're gorgeous. Old
Yeah,
cemetery.
New Orleans. You talking about New Orleans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Orleans. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. The White House, well, thank God it wasn't the other one because the other one was creepy. The White House was kind of creepy. Like I was like, why do they have a White House in the middle of the cemetery? Is that really there, Chris? I have to look at it better when I get off, and I'll tell you. Above ground of. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, you came in for just a minute. I was doing a reading, and then you were gone. I didn't see you. It's hard to really chitty chat on Wednesdays until after all the readings are done. Um, but then it started pouring yesterday. It was so crazy. Like it was like storming. Although, guys, you want to see how nice I did the garden? Like that lady gave me. Oh, look at the plant, Mary, that I saved. I thought I killed it. I saved. It it looks better now. Remember, I thought I told you that I shocked it,
Yeah.
and I was
Let
gonna
me see
put.
it. Show it to me again.
I know I'm gonna.
I missed
I'm
it.
gonna. I'm trying to
Well, you
go
haven't
to
showed
the.
it to me yet.
I,
I thought I missed it. Sorry.
layout. Can we make it a little bigger here?
Oh yeah, it's really started getting better now. I told you it
Yeah.
would. Put them
Yeah, and
creepers
I
on
didn't
there,
even.
right?
I didn't put anything in it yet.
Oh, you didn't?
I was like, oh, because it's been pouring, so I was like, oh, hi, Tiggs. But it doesn't look
Well,
much better.
maybe it needed the rain.
Maybe it needed the rain. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I shocked
And
it.
just
It shriveled up, and I'm like, that thing's gonna die now. But it's going. And then the lady gave me who was moving out of the house. I'm trying to save them. I think maybe they need a little less sun. I don't know.
um, they need less water. That yellow's because it's got too much water. And if they're the plants I think they are, too much sunlight.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
give
why I
them
put them
enough
on the
sun.
side here because they don't get as much sun.
Right.
But I might have to put them under
They can
something,
have like
like at
filtered.
the day. But look at these guys.
Oh wow, yeah, it calls for filtered sunlight. I think on them.
Here's
I
my
can't see the name of them.
pumpkin and squash, and look, it's just gonna go across my whole damn lawn. Anyway,
Well,
but because she
you
gave
can
me those
turn it
big
back.
pots, I ended up look at the eggplants getting flowers, guys. Look at this one, pretty purple
Show me that
flower the
one you didn't
eggplant
think you
gets.
were gonna do anything.
See the eggplant flowers, huh?
Yeah, yep, I see it. If you hear me grunting, I got a
Yeah,
cramp
they're
up
pretty.
my fingers. Oh,
Oh, and here's the tomato plant. The one worm was on. This one seems to be good. I'll show you the one that the one was on after we tortured that poor thing that wouldn't leave. I felt bad, but now, you know, I mean,
you gotta eat,
it
so
kind of
well,
it
it's looking
kind of
better,
got
that's
a
for
little
sure.
it kind of got a little better.
Yeah, it is
Um,
better. It's a lot
you
better
know,
actually.
yeah, it's a lot
They're
better.
growing.
And but this one has, and I don't know if the soap made it discolored or what, but look at it. It's all brown. I don't know. Hopefully they'll be okay. Anyway, that's what happened to them.
And where's that
Those
little
damn
one that
worms.
you said you didn't know if it's gonna come up or not, or do anything? The one that you don't know what it is.
Oh, this thing.
Is it doing any better? Oh yeah, that's coming up. It's taking a minute.
No, this thing is I don't know what it is, Mary. Does anybody know what this is?
It almost looks like a
I don't think
cactus.
I planted. Yeah, I didn't plant that, by the way, guys. I planted these, and this started growing on the side. I don't know what.
It almost looks like a cactus, but
I thought maybe aloe. I don't know what the heck it is. I
oh,
was like, Is it?
Well,
I don't know.
aloe is
It's
going to be.
pretty
It's going to have a
pointy.
thick leaf. Leaf.
Oh,
Aloe is. Um.
I don't know. It
Does it
came
have a
out of
thick leaf
nowhere.
or is it thin? Does it have a thick leaf or is it thin?
It is. I don't want to touch it because it's pointy. Oh no, it's not so bad. It's no, it's thin.
And the pointies, they're not like cactus where they hurt you.
No, no. I was afraid to touch it, but actually I touched it and it's not pointy.
All right.
It's a Venus flytrap, but it's
That's what I was
not.
thinking.
Oh,
That I thought about that too, being a fly trap, because that's kind of what the leaf looks like.
yeah, kind of. I don't know. These are peppers. Oh, and finally, we got our butter lettuce growing. Oh, and look how good that I moved
Her her
this
butter lettuce. Her
tomato
butter
plant.
lettuce.
Butter. I'm Italian. And look at the tomatoes. These are going to be the grape tomatoes. This one's looking great since I moved it.
Oh yeah, that should be
I don't know.
producing pretty soon.
Yeah, do you see the little tomatoes?
Yeah, them come up every year. They reseed
Yeah,
yourself, man. I'm telling you.
and there's one. So there's two, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Now,
three. There's a baby. Oh, here's some more.
now
4,
them the
5.
grape tomatoes. Is them the grape
These are
ones or
grape
what
tomatoes.
tomatoes? Yeah, it won't be long. They'll be red. You'll be able
Yeah,
to
that'd
eat
be red.
them pretty soon.
So
You
I
make you
moved
a
those.
tomato and pasta. You make you some pasta and cut them tomatoes up in it and put your little Italian seasoning on it. Yeah, it'd be good.
Yes. So I can't wait. Hopefully we'll get peppers. Hopefully the
I would say
eggplants.
go into
We'll get
peppers.
eggplant. Um, no spinach yet. I
See
don't know
what
what
Pat's
happened
over here
there.
saying.
Um, oh, maybe spinach is coming. Look at that. This one, I don't know what it's doing. This is gonna take a while. This is a nice tomato plant, right? Hi, Tiggs. This is a peach tree. It will be a peach tree, hopefully. Let's see if it grows. And in here, I put a pump pit. We'll see if they start, and then we can plant them in the dirt, if it worked. But I figured let me start them in the buckets first. But yeah, that's
Hi,
my
Tiggs. I'm
that's
feeling a
my.
little better. Yeah, thanks, Tiggs.
These two didn't do anything. Hey,
Hi,
Scott.
Scott.
So yeah, so we're working it. We're working it. My favorite of these though, the squash. This is summer squash. These pumpkin. This one. See, the problem with this is I planted pumpkin here. I planted squash there. Okay, and then I planted a different kind of squash here.
Well, I hope you get. I hope that they don't intermix and you get pumpkin squash. I don't know how to say it, but
Okay, so yeah. So anyway, so I put them. No, they're whatchamacallit. You see, I made these things, so I was thinking
whatchamacallit.
that they couldn't go over. I put the same ones in the same ones, right?
Uh-huh.
However, so these two are supposed to be pumpkin. How come they have different leaves?
Different type of pumpkin.
Well, I had only one thing of seeds, so
Well,
I don't
then,
understand.
they could have mixed with your your squash there. You may have a new breed.
Well, I don't know because this is the summer squash. Then this is the pumpkin, right? Then this is supposed to be pumpkin. And this is a different squash. Now this lines kind of looks like those lines, but those are far apart from each other. So I'm like, I don't damn know what happened. I don't know what I'm gonna get. We'll see. As long as it's something edible, I don't give a crap. We'll be happy. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. But they're looking good. Yeah, she's doing a little better, Scott. Plants, I don't know much about. I don't either. I always lived in an apartment where I couldn't plant anything, and in the house everything would always die. This is really the first year. Last year I ventured a little, but I planted too late. So this year I said, no, I'm going to plant early. Although we planted early, I still don't have any fruit. If I was in Indiana and I planted time that I did, I would already have fruit. We're in New York, there's pollution, whatever. But we're going. We got things growing. So hopefully we'll have some stuff. I don't know. Hopefully. Um, I don't know how these I was trying all different things. Those are avocado. I don't know what they'll do. This is cucumber. Yeah, some things just didn't grow. But yesterday I moved all the pots around so that they could get different kinds of sun. So hopefully they'll all be happier now. And like, because some of them were overlapping. So like I didn't want them to cover each other, like where they wouldn't get sun, you know? So I moved everything so they kind of, the leaves, like the eggplants are okay because they're both eggplants. I figured they're okay. But I moved everything else around so that everything can get sun and nothing will overlap, but we'll see. We shall see.
See, God, the universe and God, which I think's the same, knew that you needed them pots. See, things come to people who need. He knew you was growing your food and your pretties. That's it's what keeps you happy, gives you something to do. So you got the new pots to fill up, and I think you done a pretty good job of it.
Okay, here we go. Let me change the
Can you
layout
hear
now.
me?
I can
Can
hear
you hear
you.
me?
I was on mute.
Well, how was I off? I've been sitting here talking. I said, God and the universe knew that you needed pots, and see, you got them big pots. You got them because so your plants could grow and flourish better, and that's why your tomato
Yeah.
plants are doing better because they're in bigger pots, and your other plants are doing better because they're in bigger pots.
Yeah, well, but that's what I was saying. Like, usually when I go treasure hunting, what I call it, tomorrow there'll be a treasure hunting
I
video.
call it
But
junking,
but usually when I go out, I'm like, okay, Tina, find things you can plant in. So I didn't expect this woman to have these big, humongous pots. I don't have
right,
any more dirt. Otherwise, I would plant some more stuff.
right.
I need more dirt. If somebody wants to give me some dirt, then I take it. Oh, anyway, um, they're having a special. I think I did see like at my supermarket, $4.99 for 40 pounds of dirt. I'd have to have my son bring the wagon though, but um, but yeah. So we're gonna have some dirt. We gotta get to the one of the pots, the only thing that saved me was overnight dirt chip. Yeah, like like planting dirt, planting soil. I have a lot of dirt, but you can't plant in it because it's like mud. You know, it's not good. But the only thing that saved me was in two of the pots were both half filled with dirt that she was gonna get rid of. I guess she couldn't empty it. And she's like, "How are you gonna carry it?" I'm like, "No, no, my son's gonna come." I saw them outside of her house, and her house had a for sale sign. It's this house next to me. It's the house next to that, which is now I know why her backyard's such a mess.
Well, we just need to get you some food for them now, some organic food.
Like
Would be
free,
good.
you know. So so it had dirt in them, and I'm like, I rang her doorbell. I'm like, "Are you getting rid of these pots? Like, cause I would like them. I live right over there. If I get some, I give whatever." She's like, "No, no, take them." And I go, "Oh, okay." And she goes, "Take these two plants too." That's when she gave me those. She goes, "They're still alive. I don't know." I'm like, "Okay, check it." But I think maybe she doesn't have holes on the bottom of the things. I guess my watermelon is trying to take over my backyard, and my 4 potato soup plants are doing really well. What are potato soup plants? What are
Yeah,
potato
really.
soup?
What is that?
Sounds fabulous.
They say tomato soup plant or potato soup plant.
Potato soup plants.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. It sounds lovely.
Does it grow the cheese and the bacon and the sour cream and all that goes in?
Potato soup plant. She must have typed that wrong. There's
Yeah, some don't sound right. I've never heard of one, but I mean, that don't mean nothing.
that don't read that. But I put in tomato soup plant and it gave me literally recipe for potato soup. Yeah, we're all busy gardening. My gardening channel is doing well. It actually has more than the cooking and crafting one, which is surprising.
Scott, good luck at your doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Autocorrect. Oh, okay, it wasn't because I was like, "What the heck is a potato soup
Me too. I was like on it. I'm like, we need to know this.
plant?"
Watermelon. I love watermelon. I got some in the fridge, matter of fact.
Yeah, but I usually go out with the intent that I'm going to find what I need. And usually before I come home, I usually find something that I need. If not that time, next time I go out. But the last 2 times, I'm like, "No, you need
Well, if
something."
they're not
Plant.
potato soup, what are they?
If they're not potato soup, what are they? Maybe
Probably
just
tomato.
tomato plants, maybe.
Yeah, I bet it's tomato because 4 potato would be 4 tomato. Potato, tomato.
Yeah, more like auto.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Right. I
Yes.
agree, Kelly. Of course, mine's been doing the same thing. It's crazy. It's like not spacing out either. It's like it's all going together. I think it's because I type too fast.
Oh, well, that's good, Scott. At least there's someone to take you.
Yeah, sure.
It sounds delicious, though. Just 4 potatoes. She has 4 potato plants.
4 potato plants.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah, you got to dig all in. For it to produce four plants should produce you, I don't know, 20 pounds of potatoes. Maybe more. Probably you may get 10 pounds a plant. At least 5 pounds a plant. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You may get 20, 30, 40 pounds of potatoes. Depends on how much they want to produce.
um, yeah, I'm I'm hoping I'll get like some stuff to eat out of the garden. Let's hope. Um, I don't know. Like maybe I have to do even earlier next year. Like I did plant it in May, the end of May. Um, but it's been 22 days, 20, 26 days. I don't know. Sometime in May. Sometime in May, we started planting at the end of May. And then, so double that. It'd be 40 something days because I think I do a short every other day. So, and I'm up to day 2. So it's really 44 days since I started the first seed, right? And I feel like they're taking long. Yeah, but I don't know. That's why I didn't do potato because I was like, oh, you have all those holes and something. I was like, I don't know if I could do it. But I was trying some different stuff. But hopefully, I don't know. I didn't even have like the wildflowers. Well, the wildflowers I started a little later, seeds. But I thought they would come up fast, but not really. Tomorrow, I'll take the risk with supermarket food over trying to grow my own. Yeah.
Christina, I'm gonna jump off of here. I'll be in chat.
All
I'm
right,
get,
love.
I'm getting winded, and I gotta.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I need to quit talking for a while.
Go take care of yourself.
Take care, everybody in chat. I'll see you in a minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would normally say that, Krista, because I had the worst. I was the worst with plants, really the worst. And I would kill everything, cactuses, succulent, anything you gave me that you said, no, this is the easiest thing to take care of, it would be dead in days. So I said, no. Yeah, well, I had such a problem with the tomatoes, like the worms eating in them and stuff. The only ones that are doing good are the grape tomatoes. So next year I'm not buying any of the bigger tomatoes. I'm just gonna get the grape tomatoes. And I'm gonna plant a bunch of those instead. Because yeah, the other ones are hard. Like some are beefsteak, the other ones some other kind, and the worms were there eating them up. It ate my one tomato. I was like, no, this is not good. I'm not doing this again next year. We're not fighting with any killer worms from outer space, and I'm not. I'm gonna just get the because last year I had the cherry ones. I had the cherry ones. This year I have the grape ones, but I had cherry ones, and they grew so nice, and I had no problem with any worms. I bring those ones in, the regular ones, and I get worms. I'm like, nope. So it's terrible. Um, But last year, like I said, I ventured a little. And even though I started late, I had a lot of things grow. I got some peppers, some little mini purple peppers. I had a few. I ate them and I was like, no, I gotta do better next year. And I got a few tomatoes last year. And I got spinach last year. This year, my spinach did not do good at all. Last year, I had spinach all over the place, and it was really good because I guess the seeds were done this year. I don't know. But I had so much spinach last year and I was so excited with that. So, um I was like, "No, I could do this. I'm going to start earlier and we're going to do this and we're going to get little flowers for the bees, which is why I planted the wildflowers." And I said, these are all going to grow. I don't know. Let's see. It seems that the squashes and pumpkins and eggplant and that tomato one is doing good, but like the peppers and stuff, not so good as last year. So, and spinach, no. We'll see. I even planted cucumber in the back there and put the thing up so it can grow up the trellis, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I have a musk melon starting to take off finally. I did plant one melon seed, but I don't think that one came up. Like I tried all different things. Like I even tried corn, but that didn't come up either. So I was like, okay. All right. I wish I could show you guys my elephant ear plant. I decided it was a brilliant idea to buy it and put it in my little apartment. Her name is Fergie and she's taking over. It's funny, obnoxiously, and it's really obnoxious and funny. Well, send me a picture on you have me on Kelly on Messenger, don't you? Do you have Messenger? I was like, send me a picture. I'll show it. I'll show the picture. Yeah. But oh, I should Google Lens that thing, guys. That thing that we don't know what it is, that's like a Venus flytrap. Should we Google Lens it? Let's see what happens. I love Google Lens. Somebody wrote me I do a lot of shorts on like my gardening video, on my gardening channel and on my cooking and crafting one. It was only $14.99 at Aldi's. Okay, I'll send it. Yeah. I I I read her comment and I like to so I took a screenshot because someone left me a comment that was in a different language, right? And I don't know what language it was. So I took a snapshot, a screenshot of it, and I went to Google Lens and I put translate. And it said, because it was like a cooking short, this looks delicious. And I'm like, yay! I know what people say now. Because you try translating Indian, I don't know. By the time you write it, Google Lens it. My sister had one, it was huge. Oh, and Aldi's, no less. Everything that I got from Aldi's didn't work, but I was in an apartment at that time. But one time they had coffee plants, and I so wanted to grow me a coffee tree. You did not know. You did not know how much I wanted that coffee tree. Oh wait, she got a picture for me. Let's show you. Ooh, look at the big leaves. Oh, it's beautiful though. It looks kind of like my pumpkin leaves. Uh-huh. I'm standing on a chair to take this. Yeah, it's taller than the couch. And you can tell the other plant in the corner how small it is compared to that one. Funny. Oh, I like your apartment too. Look how neat it is. They get way bigger, yeah. There's a couple of houses in Illinois that they have a yard are ridiculously huge, but I love them. Yes. Hey, listen. The yard is good. So tomorrow I made a video. Tomorrow I filmed a video. I filmed a video and put it up for tomorrow. Of I was doing like my treasure hunting. So I was just showing you like, oh, look, I got that. But then I was doing, it was supposed to be a gardening video, okay? So for my gardening channel. It is going to be on my gardening channel, but I had to put it on this one too. Because as I'm filming the garden, okay, the one garden, I turned to look at the other people's garden. And I'm like, yeah, that's not nice. And then I went down the block and did another garden. And when I played back the video, So the one where I turned to look at the other garden next door, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's whatever. In the window, have you been to Aldi's? I used to work at Aldi's. That's where I hurt my back, and now I haven't been working. Um, yeah, I was a key holder at Aldi's for a little over a year. Um, and then and then I hurt my back. Now that I moved here to Queens, because that was in Long Island, there's no Aldi near here. My Facebook name is Rachel. Shelly's Facebook name is Rachel Mary, by the way. It has a new baby leaf each month. So, yeah, it's going to be huge. Yeah. Alrighty. But so, yeah, that's the story with Aldi's. Um, but so tomorrow, so anyway, so when I first, that second house that I looked at, I saw two kids in the window. These were not living kids, and they looked like they were crying. Okay, I'm watching this video back, and I'm like, ugh. And then when I went to the other house to show the garden, there was a lady who, I don't know, maybe her dress, maybe 40s, 50s, looking at me. She was looking in the garden too. And I was like, holy damn, you know? So I went back to those places to show the windows again. But the only thing was, the first time I went, because I was treasure hunting, you have to go after 7 at night. The sun wasn't in the same place as when I went at 3 in the afternoon. So it was hard to like even try to recreate anything because the sun was in the wrong place. Anyway, I would have had to go at the same time the next day, but I couldn't go out at that time because I had a live stream yesterday. But anyway, oh, okay, honey. Good night, Andre. Good night, Shelly. Have a good one. Oh, you'll be listening. Okay, good. Yeah, go start supper. I gotta go eat supper soon. Anywho, so yeah, so it was something else. So I made it like on this channel, because it's not my gardening channel. On my gardening channel, I just went through like I didn't see nothing, you know, because it's a gardening channel and they're looking at the gardens. But on this channel, I like circled the things and showed it to you the both times and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that should be interesting. That'll be tomorrow's video. Um, tonight today was that video that went up, and I actually think I had a short today of I made peach iced tea. So if you have, like, you know, when you strain your peaches and you're like, what can I do with this peach juice? Make peach iced tea, and I just show you how to do that on my little short today. So yeah, so I had a short today, and then I had I have this video that we played here that went out. So that's what was today. Tomorrow will be that. I have not done Saturday and Sunday's video, so God only knows. Gosh knows what we're gonna do for that. But I've been doing a video like almost every day on all 3 channels, so it's killing me, guys. Killing me. All I do is film a video, edit it, put it on. You know, I'm like, holy crow. Even the old ones like that, like I've been putting on like the crafting and cooking channel, because I'm like, I don't have enough. You know, it's too hot to like really cook. So I've been editing old videos, really old, from when I first started my series on this channel. Um, you know, to put on that one, you know, but editing it because I realized like some of them are 14 minutes, and I'm like, why the heck was I doing 14-minute cooking videos? Like, you know, you need to slow that down a bit. You need time for you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, um, yeah, I mean, you know, I play my game a little. That's my time for me. Like, you know, I play my June's Journey. I love that game. I told you guys. So like I'll get up in the morning and I'll play my game a little while I'm having my coffee and then I start editing. Today I edited a video for the garden. I edited 2 gardening videos. I did one short I always do a short, day 22, what the garden looks like so I can see the progression. And then I did, I edited another gardening video, which will only be on my gardening channel unless I really get hard up. Then I'll put it on this one too. But it's so cool. Like I showed really gorgeous gardens. I went like down these different blocks. This one person had a gorilla in their garden. Another person had a big, humongous bulldog in their garden. I was like, what the heck is going on this block? So it was super interesting to see. So yeah, so that won't probably only be on the gardening channel. But the one where I caught some of the spirits in the windows will be tomorrow. So that'd be cool to look at. So yeah, come by tomorrow and see that. And hopefully, maybe Danny and I could go live Saturday and talk to him. See, he's doing this between mom and the 21-day challenge. Oh, he's exhausted. So we're gonna see if we could get, something a little earlier, maybe 3 o'clock on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see what we could do for Saturday. And yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna go eat and get ready for my crossover. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Same kind of thing I do every day. Like, get up, play the game a little, have coffee, do some videos, maybe make some phone calls, right? And whatever, make something to eat, and then do if I'm doing a live stream, I do a live stream. If not, I fuss around because it's too hot, and then I do a crossover. I'll be out to dinner around 3 Saturday with the folks. Oh, nice! Well, like I said, I'm not for sure. Usually, Danny and I go 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, but because he's been having to go to mom's on the weekends, I don't know. Like, we might do it earlier because, we'll see. We shall see. If not, we'll continue, not this week, next week, because his brother should be back from the cabin, and then we can do our live streams again. Because when they're away, the wife is the caretaker of mom. So when they're away, Danny's the caretaker. So that's what happens there. So that's why we haven't did it. But like I said, otherwise it will resume next week when they get back, because they're away for 12 days. So that's what's going on there. So I'm gonna play the outro. I love you guys. Mary, thank you so much for joining me and making it happen and playing the video. And if you guys have any ideas for what you want to do next week, like if you guys give me ideas, if I can find something, I really try. Like this one was Evie's idea. Oh, do the Guardians of the Cemetery. So I did as much as I could. And I gave some cool information about different things, cryptids, mediums, crossovers. So it was good, I thought. Oh, you too, Kelly. Yeah, have a great one, guys. And I'll see you soon. Oh, anytime, Mary. You know that. Alrighty. Where is let's find it. Let's find the outro. I don't know. It's somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. Well, there's the end screen. Uh-huh. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. We are so glad you came. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Is everyone gone? Huh? Good. Oh my gosh, my cheeks are killing me. I can't keep smiling like this anymore. I'm exhausted.